Next we have Papanui-Innes. Ali Jones is not present. So we have Emma instead. Right, lovely, welcome.
We don't have any parties either, so I'm just going to highlight a few things from our report.
Yes,
I think Jenny's got some.
Well, Chris has just got those coming. How do you get on?
This is awesome. I'm so happy with this. You started a trend, Kim. This is all down to you.
This one. Here it is. So I'll just make it go from here.
Don't you think this is better?
Much better than being a minute.
Yeah. We'll come up and
Going through.
There you go. And we're quite proud of our new signage we've got up in our boardroom. People now know who we are and who they're talking to. I'll just run through, we've got a couple of significant projects underway. Yes, photos coming on the other wall soon. We've got the St Albans Community Centre rebuild, which is now proceeding to full design and resource consent stage. Got some pictures coming up.
Well, it should be going on. Why isn't it? Why isn't it going? I probably can't work it. I normally can. I can normally work it.
Is it? No. Now try. Other one. And again.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, this is a result of what the St Albans Community Centre Working Party has been done, which has been a great way we've found to get the community input into it. The building's expected to start around August, and in tandem with that is the relocation of the Lions Transitional Facility, which is currently on site. We're working with the community group to get that building moved to McFarlane Park in Shirley, where there's a dire need for some facilities. I've got up there now Children's Day, which was obviously a great event. Some of you went to that. We've also we had a meeting with our school principals during March as well, and one of the big issues which they brought up again, for not the first time, was issues with psychosocial problems in children at school. We've got one group in our area, the Neighbourhood Trust, who have been doing some great work with Maraho Primary. I don't know why we said out of order. But we managed to get them some airtime on the radio and get some stuff out there in the media about what they're doing, advocating for more money to do that. And we as a board have also been trying to follow up on the Community Resilience Partnership Fund and how we as a board and our community groups can access that. So that's something we're waiting for answers on as well. You just saw there we had our Garden Pride Awards. So we've gone past it now. Which
Somebody set it.
Another great event. Those ones there from our Maraho Community Day, which was run by Neighbourhood Trust. Unfortunately, the weather was fairly poor, but we had our stand there with information on the annual plan, and the people that did come along enjoyed it. The other thing that came up from our school principals meeting that we had was issues around school zones and school crossings. We as a board are going to be putting in our submission to the annual plan that we would like to see an increase in funding for the 40 kilometre an hour school zones. And I'm sure we won't be the only board doing that as well. We also had a request from principals to maybe look at running a public awareness campaign of how school crossings work. They have been saying that when the lollipop goes down, people on the opposite side of the road aren't stopping. So maybe that could be something that we as a council could look at, running a bit of a campaign around that. I think that's pretty much us.
So somebody set the time on this if you want to tell everybody.
Yeah, that's some photos of the gardens from our Garden Pride Awards.
The reason that Children's Day is in there is, even though it's a metropolitan event now, it was actually started in the old Shirley Papanui ward, and I think that's probably why. And I think, do our staff...
It's primarily coordinated by our staff working in partnership with other staff around the city, and the Spraden Cashmere recreation officer was heavily involved this year as well.
Right, and I'd just like to add a little bit to the picture there of the St Albans Swim Club that are operating at the Shirley Intermediate School, and because of course they used to operate at the Edgware Pool, which had a sad demise we won't go into. But they have done really well to survive. They've got a partnership with the school, 50 members at least, but they have a very, very efficient membership fee, if you like, and the kids get two swimming lesson days a week if they want to, and there's also a free family day on a Friday that they hold, weather permitting, and the kids also, a lot of them get a one-on-one if they need it, which is for no extra cost. So they're doing brilliantly well, and they're also training lifeguards and training coaches, and they also use a lot of volunteers. So I just want to give them a really big plug. They're doing a fabulous job there in the community, and also to Shirley Intermediate for sharing their pool, because that's a very generous offer of them, and I know that what they get in the hire fee doesn't cover the cost of using it, so I think that they're being very generous to offer that pool to the swim club. It's a great partnership between the community board, the swim club and the school. Yeah.
Very good. Don't move the Children's Day back into your patch though. I loved it in the red zone. It was a great location, and it invited people basically back into this amazing public space that and people can see the potential when they go there, so you can't have it back. Which one? Oh yeah.
And that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it normally moves around the city, doesn't it? Because
It
it's
does.
expensive part.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of red zone to be going to yet. Yeah. All right. It is great to see life back in the red zone, especially Children's Day. It was great. So Pauline, would you like to move this? And seconded by Mike, and I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thanks, Emma.